Hey, what's going on everybody? So today in this video, I wanted to make a video for you guys, letting you in on my life and what I've got going on. The last part of 2025 is going to be very, very busy for me. All good problems to have, but I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to title this video, but something along the lines of like logistical nightmares for a guitar player. Meaning, I've got some decisions to make because I need to be in many different spots around the world and not a lot of time. And I need my guitars close to my chest, so to speak. All right. So I want to tell you guys like what guitars I'm going to bring, where and why. And then just like I said, man, let you guys in on my life, hang out with you guys on this lovely Saturday afternoon. That is September 27th. 27, lucky number 27. It's my favorite number. Yeah, dude, let you guys in on my life, let you know what's going on, let you guys know what I've got in store for myself. And that in turn makes it in store for you guys because I always do my very best to take you guys along for the journey, okay? So I just got back 48 hours ago from the Japanese embassy in New York because I had to apply for a work visa in Japan. I have a show in Tokyo. I think it's the 15th of October. I'll put the flyer up, but it's mid-October. And I'm going to be going to Japan and playing with the artist Elijah. You guys have probably heard that name a million times on this channel. For the past 18 months, I've been working with Elijah and playing for him. Elijah's a solo artist. I am a hired gun in his band. That's where I've been playing. That's where I've been touring. So since April of 24 until present day, and then ultimately going forward, I've been with Elijah. So I need guitars for the Tokyo show, then going right from Tokyo down to Australia and playing many dates in Australia. Then from there, as of right now, I can't say what it is, but I have another endeavor in California around Halloween time. But I need guitars for that said endeavor. I have something else in between Australia and the next Elijah tour that is all of November all over the United States. I've got to get on a plane and go down to Nashville, go from Nashville to Tokyo, Tokyo to Australia, Australia to California, California back to, I'm going to assume, Tennessee, and then get on the bus again and do a whole nother tour. Crazy, crazy experience. Everything's subject to change. Well, certain things are subject to change, but that turnaround and that 6 weeks of my life is going to be arguably the busiest ever in my life, and certainly, in my opinion, the most busy I've ever been in my guitar profession. That's what I've got going on. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Let's talk about the guitars I'm going to be bringing, where and why, okay? With Elijah, I need two types of guitars, a baritone and a regular standard scale guitar. There's two tunings with Elijah, drop C and drop G. So when going to Tokyo and then going from Tokyo down to Australia, it's very compact. It's a lot of money to ship gear all over the world, right? So I need to bring just one gator case with a drop C and a drop G. The other guitar player in the band is doing the same thing, and then we're going to have a backup gator case. So it'll be 3 gator cases, 2 guitars in each, 1 drop C, 1 drop G. So for the whole entire run out in the Far East, 3 drop C guitars, 3 drop G guitars. That's very compact and condensed, but we need to do that for logistical reasons. So that means I have to pick my favorite drop C guitar and then my favorite baritone guitar. So first and foremost, here is the baritone I'm going to bring. This is my own signature 7-string Erebus, the XRC 7, equipped, loaded with a EMG 57 in the bridge. So just a 7-string in drop G. This one is a no-brainer. This is arguably my favorite signature guitar of mine from Cerberus. I've got a couple of them out there, but this one right here is like my latest one, and it's the one I've been the most stoked on as of late. I designed this all myself. Cerberus Guitars built it for me, obviously, but having this guitar in Tokyo and then in Australia, that's just going to be a dream come true. Have my own signature baritone guitar on stage all over the world. So this is definitely my drop G guitar, and this will cover about half of the set lists. Now, I had the idea of bringing 2 of these 7 strings and then running it to where I could have a drop C guitar on the first 6 strings, and then the 7th string would just be a G, so I'd have to do a little bit of transposing. But I tried that here in my house for rehearsal or practicing myself. I didn't feel as comfortable. I think not only does it not sound as good, like running a drop C on a 30-inch baritone compared to a standard scale, but it was a little bit more problematic than I would have liked to. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to play this guitar and what it's designed to do, and that is just low tune, heavy chugs in drop G, okay? This thing sounds absolutely amazing for low tunings, and yeah, really, really stoked to get this one on stage all over the world. Then from there, goes without saying, but if I had to pick a favorite guitar to travel to Japan and then Australia, it's going to be this one right here. This is my Jim Root Stratocaster that, you know, is the most famous guitar I own. It's the most iconic, the most lore. It's the one I've had arguably the longest, especially on this channel. This one right here is my main drop C guitar. This guitar has been my main tour guitar for the past 18 months, and this guitar has been in my possession for about 7 or 8 years now. This is a Jim Root Stratocaster body with the discontinued color, the white color, and then I put on an aftermarket neck, and yeah, kind of made it like a parts caster of mine. But this one right here, no brainer. You guys are not surprised, I'm sure, that this is the one I'm taking to Japan and Australia, right? And I'm starting to get the feelings of this guitar, like maybe it's time to get ready to start thinking about retiring it, because it's so beat up and so worn in that I'm afraid of it ultimately breaking, and I certainly don't want to break this guitar. But at the same time, it is rock solid and just so reliable and just sick, man. I mean, this thing looks so sick. This is the first guitar I ever hollow flash with the singular stripe. I've got a little friend over there, boop, that has that same aesthetic. The V, the Gibson V, also has that aesthetic. So this guitar right here was the catalyst to me starting this like cream aesthetic with one singular strip of hollow flash. I've never seen anybody do it. I think I am the first person to ever do something like that. And it's certainly become my signature aesthetic over the last, 7-8 months, something like that. Got my wife's picture in there, Jenna, obviously. She's the best, dude. She's coming along with me, metaphorically, in this guitar, right? So all that to say, man, this is definitely my main guitar for the shows in Tokyo and in Australia. Then from there, that other endeavor I'm talking about in California after the tour, I need this guitar again. I need a low-tuned guitar. I need a 7-string guitar for this endeavor. So I have to have this guitar at the ready, so it makes sense going from Australia to California. This is the guitar I need for that endeavor. And like I said, man, that's all I'm going to say about it, and that will all be unveiled in due time. Okay, now talking about the tour, the US tour. This is where I feel like I can be a little bit more free, I hope. Again, this is all contingent on logistics. So if I can get home, I would like to bring out some Jackson guitars on tour, whether it's the Misha. I mean, this is the Juggernaut right here that I toured with Elijah on his headliner tour in the summer, as well as the Memphis Mayfire tour in the spring. This one right here, one of my favorite guitars that I own and a great touring guitar. I would like to take the Pure Plus Metal King V. It's in the other room right now. But that one I would love to tour with. And then this one right here, a little teaser trailer to you guys. The Jackson Warrior. I broke a string on it this morning, but I did this just yesterday. If you guys saw my Instagram, I posted this guitar. This is so sick, dude. It's equipped with an EMG 81, new set of hollow flash designs. I don't know what to call it. A new set. You guys know what I'm saying. I hollow flashed it yesterday, so it looks super fresh. Yeah, dude, this is one of my new favorite guitars, man. I blocked off the trem underneath because I wanted to make this guitar a tour guitar, and touring with a floating Floyd, especially with a budget-friendly Floyd like a Jackson designed Floyd, I wasn't necessarily the most comfortable with that. So for tuning stability, I blocked it off. So this is just a cheap $400 guitar that I, completely redid and made it look absolutely cool in my opinion. So this is another one that I want to take hopefully on that US tour. But again, it's all contingent on if I'm even going to have the time to come home, because if I come home, then I got to go to Philadelphia and then back down to Nashville for the tour. But it might just make the most sense to go from California straight to Nashville, because that turnaround's about 9-10 days. So it's not a lot of time. So I might just have to wait until later on to tour with those Jackson guitars. But yeah, everybody, as of right now, this is a guitar that I'm going to be taking for the majority of the endeavors that I've got, man. This guitar has served its purpose, and like I said, man, I'm kind of getting to the point of like I want to retire it and start playing some new stuff, but at the same time, this guitar is my number one. It is the guitar I'm most known for, the most synonymous with me. So it makes sense that I take it all over the world, right? So everybody, if you guys can pay attention and follow along to the logistics that I've got, man, I'm going to be all over the world in not a lot of time. A quick turnaround all over the place, ton of traveling, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an experience that I've never experienced yet. This is my first time going to Japan and Australia, and this is like my 10th US tour in the last 2 years or something like that. So it's going to be crazy, man. So be on the lookout for everything that I've got coming up, guys. Very proud of myself, and I'm very thankful that you guys are still here hanging out with me as I start to continue to transition more and more of like a live touring player and not so much just a kid with a hope and a dream and a camera talking about my favorite bands on YouTube. Thank you guys for sticking around through this crazy journey of mine, okay? All right, everybody. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've got some rehearsing to do at home with this guitar. I've got some planning to do, but it should be fun, all right? All right, everybody. I love you guys. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in a video very, very soon. Later.